Hi, welcome to Sorcerous Origins, an actual play Dungeons and Dragons series. Today I am the Dungeon Master, Will Peña. I'm joined by Maya Delatorre,
Hello.
Sydney Steinberg,
Howdy.
Sarah Sherwood,
Hi.
Clayton Currie, and Riley Civerolo Douglas.
I was also going to say howdy.
um, I think let's just get into this. Let's just go right in.
Should we introduce who we're playing, or that'll probably come in?
Or do it naturally.
I think it'll happen naturally.
Yeah, it'll be natural.
All right.
I think that the first thing that we see is a cloud of chalk in the air. And then very slowly, almost in slow motion, the kind of vroom, 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 of a bow that has just been shot. Gaius Maximus, I would like you to roll an athletics check.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, not too bad, but here with my comically large character sheet. Oh, that is not good at all. That's going to be a 9.
A 9 total? Okay.
Great start. Great start.
You die.
What am I supposed to be good at?
You lose the other leg.
You hit the target just a little bit left of the bullseye. The person next to you, who shoots at the exact same time, doesn't quite hit the bullseye, but is much, much closer than you. The crowd erupts into cheers in the Coliseum. There is a whole tiered audience, a large group of people right around the kind of stadium floor in the standing room only, and then a whole group of people seated in the stands, and then a separate above kind of like box area for kind of the elite of the Imperium Primogenta, the country in which this story takes place in. The woman who took the shot puts her bow down, walks over to you and offers a hand.
I gladly take it, and congratulations, that was a fine shot.
Nice shooting. She straps it over her shoulder and takes a walk over to the tunnels that lead outside the stadium. You know that after a game wraps up, that's where you're supposed to head to.
I will wheel myself over in that direction.
Mm-hmm. There's a ramp leading downwards into the tunnels under the audience. You can hear like kind of the feet moving around above you as like a little bit of dust falls down from the ceiling. You're supposed to return your bow to the armory.
Okay. I will go ahead and return what needs to be returned.
As you kind of move through the almost labyrinthian tunnels underneath this giant Coliseum, you turn the corner into the armory, and standing in front of you, just pulling a spear off of a rack, is Decius Galerian.
Okay.
He is leading a large bowl to his left that's also within the room, taking up like the majority of this kind of area. And he turns around and looks at you, and he says, Gaius, how are you today?
1 second.
How was your shoot thing?
Well, you know, Decius, it could have gone better, but that's the fun in sports, is now I have a chance to improve myself for next time.
Nah, the perfect sportsman as always. He starts like kind of turning the ball within this small area. It's like its tail whips around and hits a rack of swords that kind of swing back and forth slowly.
Do you need any help with that, my friend?
No. This one is well trained. You know that Decius is the next act to go on stage. He is the Bovum Bellum. And he says, Decius, Maximus, what do you say that you and I go out to a cafe or a bar afterwards? I can bring my wife. Nini, you can bring your partner. could be fun.
That sounds like a fine idea to me. I will ask them if they are free and interested. I know they have been fairly busy of late, but I'm sure we could find the time for it.
As he leads this bull kind of out of the room, you see all of the like spiraling tattoos all over his body. He's a huge man. He's decked out in just like a bit of armor, no helmet, so you can see his face. He's a very handsome man, and he's got all of these like this like very intricate tattoo pattern going all the way across, down his arms, over his chest, across his legs, everything. He's completely covered from head to toe. As he turns the corner out of the armory, you hear someone go, "Move," and you hear like a scuffle, and the bowl gives a little as someone squeezes past. And the next person to come in is Antilles.
Do I know if he has competed already or is coming to prepare to?
He is about to compete. He is in the kind of blood sport section of the arena games. He looks at you, doesn't say a word, and just continues to the short swords behind.
I will, in the awkward silence, just finish my way over to where the bows need to be re-racked, set it on the rack, and just, good luck, Antilles, and wheel myself out of the room.
You go down out of the room. You head to the left. You hear he starts heading to the right. You hear his sword hit up against the stone wall, and he scrapes it and drags it across all the way down the hallway.
That's vandalism.
That's Antilles.
Ooh.
And you see Decius still in front of you, kind of struggling with this bowl down these semi-narrow hallways. It's barely big enough for him to get through. You would kind of think of him today as a matador, although it's not quite the same. What people outside in the audience don't know is that this is a highly trained bull that he is fighting. That the kind of whole act of it is that it runs as fast as it can at him, and he grabs it by the horns and pushes it aside. And yes, Riley?
What's his name? What's the bull's name?
I'm
so sorry to do this to you. I just
Let me
need
see.
to know.
I do have it written down
It's
somewhere.
important.
It is
It's
somewhere.
important.
Give me a second to look at my people.
I don't care about any of your characters. I only care about this bowl.
I
don't care about my
still care. I just.
Clio. Her name
Is the bull's name?
The bull's name is also.
Cleo.
Okay, well, it's all different. It's like Sarah without the H. It's not the same.
Mhm.
Wait. Clio with a K or a C?
Cleo.
C-L-E-O.
Mm-hmm.
I see how this is going.
This is a bull with a girl's name.
Then just to be clear, how do
Whatever
you
works.
spell Decius? Is it D-E-S-S-I-U?
D-E-C-I-U-S.
D-E-C-I-U-S, and then Galarian?
Yes, Galarian.
Okay, thank you.
So you see Decius kind of leading him out to the stadium. But before he gets there, he gets that tunnel of light that leads out to the floor, you hear the audience break out into applause. And Decius kind of looks back at you. Well, that's strange.
I guess they're really excited for you to step out.
All right.
I would take it as a compliment.
With that, we move out of the tunnels into the kind of like blinding heat of Imperius, the city, within this Coliseum. And the sun is blazing like high noon overhead. And closest to that sun, at the top of the Coliseum, ranks of the where people are seated is Avalon with Octavius. Avalon, today's a very important day for you because you are positive Octavius is going to propose today. He's been perfectly courtly all day. You went out for a nice kind of pre-lunch, post-breakfast. They don't have a word for that yet.
Maybe if we mash the words together somehow.
And that is why you will be a wonderful politician, my dear.
Thank you very much, dear.
You're seated on his cape on these kind of concrete seats. What are your thoughts on the competition today, Avalon?
I have to say I'm quite excited. I know that I've come with my parents before. I've never come with you before. I know you're a big fan of everything.
Thank you.
I hear that Decius is quite the competitor.
Fascinating.
Quite the
The one
entertainer.
with the bull, correct?
Yes, the bull named Clio.
Yes. Quite famous, that bull.
Yes.
He's sweating a little bit, and it's hot today, definitely, but it's not that hot.
Are you all right, sweetheart?
Yes, I'm in fact better than I ever have been before. Avalon, what do you think of Octavius?
She absolutely adores him. She she thinks he's the best thing since whatever came before sliced bread.
Regular
So
bread.
cute.
That's just bread.
Regular bread.
The best thing since bread.
Mhm.
No, she adores him. She thinks incredibly highly of him.
He looks at you with a smile, that kind of signature smile of his. Avalon, I've known you for most of my life. It doesn't seem that long ago that you and Augustus were studying logic and reasoning out in the courtyard.
Yes.
Didn't take you too long to catch up with me, either.
No, it didn't.
We've been friends for so long, I find it hard to imagine life without you. Above that, your mother and my father are becoming close political partners.
Yes, of course.
Seems fitting that you should consider a partnership with me as well. I mean, it's not.
What kind of
Avalon, would you? And the crowd bursts into applause. Everyone starts clapping. It's so loud. Everyone around you is just standing up, standing ovation. But there's nothing on the stadium floor. There's nothing happening.
odd? What were you saying?
We're gonna rewind time and move down all the steps down to the pits. That kind of standing room only that I mentioned, right next to the stadium floor. It's actually slightly below the stadium floor, like 3 feet down, so everyone's kind of at chest level with the ground and the dirt. It is packed in the pits. It's only a copper to get in, so everyone kind of, all the masses kind of gather around in there. It smells. Everyone's been working all day, all week, in the farms outside of the city. And someone else who's standing in there is Marcus Prosperous. It's the best place to see the action, to see the form of the bodies, right? Surely it couldn't be because you can afford to move up to the higher areas, is it?
No, it's purely for artistic reasons.
So I'm kind of imagining right now that you have like a sketchbook that you bring with you, maybe, because you can't do your sculpting right here. And let's just say this isn't the best place to be sketching. It's very rowdy. People are cheering all around you, not at the moment, but near the end of that last game, where Gaius Maximus was competing. You wonder if he remembers you. Doesn't matter. And you get a shove from one side, and then someone kind of whips around next to you, and a whole chalice of wine is spilled right on top of your notebook.
Wonderful, thank you. It's exactly what this needed.
This kind of a hulking man that you can see, like, he has muscle, but not like trained muscle that you're used to sculpting from like the athletes that you see. This is like real worked muscle from like carrying bushels of hay like all across the fields. Turns to you and says, "Hey, what are you doing with that down here?"
Well, it's something called drawing. I don't know if you've ever tried to do it yourself.
Why don't you just enjoy the games?
The games are truly just here for me to get what I need. I couldn't give a damn if somebody shot a target or not.
Oh, okay. You're kind of an asshole, aren't you?
Oh, maybe. It's what happens.
Alright, fine. Well, better keep that in your pocket if you don't want it to get too much damage on it.
Oh, thank you very much for your advice. That's
You
exactly
can use
what I
vinegar
needed.
to get rid of wine stains. And he kind of
Thank you.
muscles through the rest of the crowd to get away from you. How are you feeling, Marcus?
Not great. My work has just been defiled. This is I think Marcus kind of looks up to the upper levels that he probably would have been in a couple years back.
Mm-hmm.
And as you said, this is definitely a downgrade. And I think that he is here out of necessity. He is here out of, this is what I do. This is what I need for my work.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to not be shoved and spilled upon.
A woman kind of sidles up next to you, and says, "Sorry about Atreus. He can be a load of a jerk."
Okay, that's fine.
Those drawings, I saw your drawing. It's really good. You captured a lot of the form really well.
Thank you. I've been doing this for a while. I should hope that it meets people's expectations.
Oh, really? When did you start?
A while back.
Oh, okay. Well, I hope you get your big break someday. I think it'd be really excited to see your work somewhere.
Yes, it would be incredibly exciting.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get a refreshment.
Mm-hmm.
Enjoy the game.
And as you say that, you hear the upper levels of the stadium burst out into applause. But no one around you. No one in the pits. Let's go back those couple minutes again. Aemil, you are also moving your way through the pits, trying to kind of fight your way for a spot. Although you're not looking to see the games, you know that your beloved is somewhere up in the stands, and if you got a little bit closer to the field, you'd be able to turn around and maybe catch a glimpse.
Yeah, I'm just kind of not even paying attention to my surroundings, just like fully looking up and trying to bob and weave and be, oh, sorry.
I'm curious, do you spend a lot of time at the Coliseum?
No.
No.
Not at all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really have time. I, am just like a regular merchant, so it's not like I have the money to go very often. I have to, work on my craft, etc., etc., etc.
Yeah. How do you feel about being around so many people? I mean, it's like everyone is pressed in together, like shoulders bumping shoulders, everything.
It's different, but I think I like it.
Mhm.
I feel it's exciting. It's a different energy, and I getting inspired. Maybe I'll do some writing later.
Yeah, yeah. You're still kind of walking backwards through this whole group of people. And as you take the next step, you see her just for a second, Cecilia.
I just like stop and stare up at her.
She's sitting alone, and just kind of taking a drink from her wine as she's waiting for the next game to start. Okay.
She probably isn't looking down here.
No. Well, she's looking at the field.
Yeah, it's enough just to see her. She doesn't have to look at me right now.
You feel a bump, like someone hit against your back. And you hear, "Oh, sorry, terribly sorry." And you feel like these hands kind of like grasping at your shoulders.
Oh, it's quite all right. I'll turn around.
There's an old woman, still like she, as you move, her hands like stay on your shoulders. She has these milky white eyes. You can see that she's definitely blind.
Would you like some help getting to where you're going?
I'm fine. Thank you, though. You're very kind. Your voice, I recognize your voice.
You do?
Are you Aemil Celeris?
Yes, yeah, that's me.
Wonderful. I'm supposed to give you something.
From who?
Let's see. Ooh. Let me pull out my book.
Hey, but that's a monster manual.
Wait, oh no!
Wait, hold on.
Hey, Will, I think you grabbed the wrong book there, buddy.
What's a 15 against your armor class?
What?
Yeah, that hits.
She's delivering a hit.
All right. So let's see. Shouldn't have closed it. That's going to be...
Will said, "You are going to beat up this old woman. I am going to make..."
I might not get the chance.
Yeah, she hits hard enough.
Oh,
She's
no.
as
What, 4
strong
hit
as
points?
Gaius.
That's 10 piercing damage.
How many hit points do we have right now?
6 plus your con.
You said 4?
4.
4, because we are not anything yet. I am fully dead, plus an extra 2 hit points past the 4 hit
What the hell?
You feel a long dagger pierce in between your ribs. You feel your lungs are punctured. And you quickly feel the air escaping out of the wound. You fall forward into this woman's arms. And she kind of holds you for a second and gets right next to your face. And she says, "Bruno Carboni gives his apologies for your broken heart." She pulls out the dagger, lets you fall on the ground, and walks away.
All right, so who's your real character, Sydney?
The last thing you feel is warm red blood pooling around your chest. Actually, no, scratch that. The last thing you feel is someone tripping over your body.
That's even worse.
As people continue to move around the pits.
Can I see Cecilia at all?
Roll a perception check for me.
Oh, no.
Your dying eyes.
Second roll of the game, guys.
Second roll of the
Technically
game.
third. Will did some rolls.
11.
11? Yes. As that high, bright light, the high noon sun is kind of blinding your eyes, the last thing that you see is the gorgeous flowing hair of Cecilia.
Whew.
What you hear is the crowd breaking out into applause.
What?
And another couple minutes back.
Get back now.
Clio, you see Aster sitting in the kind of lowest rung of the stands. He's holding a barbecued corn on the cob in one hand and eating the second one.
Good. I'll go say hi. Hey.
Hi, Clio.
How are you feeling?
You know, best as I can.
Yeah.
Are you gonna eat this or is it for me?
No, help yourself.
All right, whatever you say.
Yeah.
He's kind of like gnawing at the side of it, not like kind of traditionally. He's just kind of getting in there with his teeth. I know you kind of hate this place, but I don't know. I like it. I thought I'd invite you here.
It's nice to sort of blend into a crowd for a while.
I mean, you can hate the Imperium all you want, but you know how to put on a good show.
Ugh, yeah. Ugh, well, as long as Casrius spares me the lecture on, the entertainment is to control the crowd and to keep people complacent. You know how he loves that old speech.
Mm-hmm. How much have you seen Casrius in the past couple of days?
Not at all. I've been rather avoiding him, as it were. Not his fault, but I'm...
Yeah, no, I get it.
Sorry.
Did you think that he was acting weird? Well, he starts biting into the second piece of corn, but he hasn't even finished the first one.
Good. I don't think Clio answers that. That's not a conversation I'm willing to have at this time. It's a no from me. I think she's just sort of, yeah, no, yeah. I don't think she offers an answer.
Just, I don't know, Clio. You think we're gonna keep going with the library and everything?
Truthfully, I don't know. Personally, all of my money was in that building and it's gone. So I don't know how much of Casrius's inheritance is left, or severance, whatever it is that you get when you break from your family. But I don't imagine that it's very much.
It's a couple silver less after I bought us these seats.
Well, you know, life is short. You should enjoy things.
I've been recently reminded of that fact.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. I think we all have.
Looks out at the rest of the audience, everything kind of wrapping around in this huge circle around the stadium. It's not packed to the brim. The seats aren't, at least. It's not the most popular day. It's just kind of like a standard Saturday fare. But there's, hundreds of people, maybe a couple thousand. Look at all these people, Clio. So happy. It's hard to remember that they're in danger. And the crowd bursts into applause.
Danger! Woo!
Clio and Aemil, the bummer squad. What's going on over here?
I don't know why you guys are so sad.
I know.
Avalon's about to get proposed to.
Avalon's having a whole Legally Blonde number, and the two of us are like, cool. death is coming for us all. Like, what's going on?
Death came already, so
Yeah. For some faster than others. Death is on its way.
For you guys to fully understand the two impossible things that are about to happen,
Oh, no.
Of impossible things.
I'm gonna have to give you a brief history of the world. Well, okay. One's a brief history of the Imperium Primogenta. The other's a brief history of the world. So the Imperium. The Imperium, in its earliest form, was just a collection of different tribes of people that would trade frequently together. As the societies kind of advanced a little bit and became closer and closer, they formed into. I love seeing you guys all take notes. It's very nice.
I never take notes. This is just for you, bud.
This is for Clayton, because
I need to
Matt
know
or Gaius
everything
won't
about
know
everything
this.
at all times.
They formed into a kingdom with a proper king and everything, and people who worked the land and paid tithes to like a small nobility, which all kind of paid tithes to a king. That king, his lineage lasted 3 generations. That was as long as that kingdom lasted. What is known as Old Imperium. He was overthrown by a group of philosophers known as the Senux. Senux. They were people that favored rationality above all things and did not think it was right to have this kind of tiered system in which the people are at the lowest and people are at the highest, and with only one person being at the top. That was very important to them. So they created a new form of government in which there was each kind of tribe, nation, state elected one, put forth their best philosopher and added them to the Senux as senators. The Imperium, that was only 400 years ago, and the Imperium has grown since then. There are now 34 senators. The Senux is composed of 34 people, not all men anymore. The original were 6 of these kind of like older men who all kind of conspired to kill the king. And now it's 34. And there's so many people that it's hard to, put forth one best philosopher. So now they're elected senators put into these positions to rule in less nations, more kind of towns and smaller cities all around the capital. And that's how it works these days. This kind of republic. The Imperium has not seen a king in 400 years, which is why it seems pretty impossible that when Quintus Imbrux, one of those 34 senators, offers a crown to Albatius Damasus, another one of those 34 senators, it's pretty impossible that the whole crowd, or at least the whole crowd that matters, bursts into applause.
Who's the one who gets the crown?
Could you give me those names again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quintus Imbrux. Quintus spelled the way you'd imagine Quintus is spelled. Imbrux, Imbrux, is offering the crown to Albatius Damasus. Albatius Damasus. Damasus.
Just in the middle of this competition that we're having?
In
What
between
was the second last name again? Damasus, Damesus?
ASUS. Damasus. Quintus goes to offer Albatius the crown, down on one knee, and the crowd is applauding. Or at least everyone that the senators can hear. The other impossible thing that's happening at this exact moment, we'll need a brief history of the world. This world has never known a drop of magic. Not an ounce. Humans evolved. They were not created by any kind of gods. The kind of current consensus created by the original Senex is that if there is a god, or if there are gods, they are cold, uncaring beings that left the world to fend for itself long, long ago. And in light of that absence, people decided to fend for themselves. They tamed fire, they created agriculture, they created society. All of this through their own hard work and effort. All of this by kind of bending the natural laws of the world to their will. So when the five of you hear the same bell crash and feel the same vibrations being sent through your entire body, that's something that doesn't usually happen and has never happened before. Yeah, Clayton?
I'm not saying anything. I was just pointing. Okay.
Let's see. Clio. You feel these vibrations being sent through you. They're strong and deep and move you to the depths of your soul. And the whole world kind of slows down around you. You see a soft glow coming from Aster next to you. This kind of amber, white, orange light. And as you turn to look at him, it's like you're seeing kind of double. There's him, the physical him that you're used to seeing, sitting right next to you, and this kind of white, orange light outline that's kind of also taking the form of him where he is, but not where he is. What do you think of that?
Probably a lot of things. I have a question. Can I still hear the like applause going?
It's like a slow, like the whole world has slowed down, and it's like a continuous note that's playing at the same time as this bell is playing within you.
If I look around, are other people also glowing, or is it just?
You turn to look at that huge crowd that Aster pointed out earlier, and every single one of them has the same white, orange light glowing from within them. And you kind of recognize it. It takes you a second as their soul, which isn't a concept talked about a lot in Imperius, but you know, I don't know if it's from before or from this exact moment, that there is an immortal part of a person that kind of defines and changes with who they are. And you can see everyone's as their own individual people.
Pretty cool. I'm gonna sort of just I'm gonna just sort of take a seat and like do some like deep breathing, I think, for a second and see if it goes away.
As you breathe in deeper, in and out, they get brighter and brighter until it's all white, this glow. And it's directed kind of towards you. This light is being pulled inwards to you. And it all converges kind of near the center of the Coliseum on top of the playing floor in this beacon of radiant, burning, blinding light.
Cool. If am I glowing if I look at like my hands?
Yes.
Cool. That's awesome. I'm gonna. I think I'm trying to think about like the anxiety that I would have in this situation. I think Clio's gonna try and just sort of get a little space. I think this is scary. I think this is quite frightening. I'm gonna try and get away from people. Like if there's a little bit of space, I can pocket out for myself, like with a wall behind me or something, where I can sort of take this in for a second.
Mm-hmm.
I need a little space. Need a minute.
You go to stand up. The world tilts on an axis around you. The lights become blinding, and all you can see is white. Gaius. You're seated at the mouth of the tunnel that goes out onto the stadium floor. You feel this same resonance within you. This one for you is higher pitch. It's moving faster. It's bouncing around inside of you. You don't see Decius in front of you. He has disappeared. As you look down at your body, because you can feel all these vibrations moving through you, you see all of the neurons firing behind your eyes. You see everything, the electrical circuits running through your body, and you've never felt more powerful.
That's new.
You can feel all of this lightning in your mind that forms your brain. And you hear another resonance, like a crack of thunder at the center of the universe. And suddenly you are kind of compelled out of the tunnel. And you see the power grid that is every single person in this Coliseum. The kind of electricity that's running and jumping in between them. And again, there is this huge pillar of lightning in the center that's jumping, arcing back and forth from the center out to each individual person. And you have the distinct feeling that you could control it all if you wanted to. Do you want to?
I'm going to just sort of put my hand out, sort of, and try and focus in on it. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just going to, I guess, physically, but also metaphorically and metaphysically reach out for it.
Lightning arcs from your fingers towards the pillar and back, and you're being almost magnetically pulled towards it.
Okay. Break down. Does that do anything?
The wheels start to skid against this dirt floor.
Okay. Break up. And I'll just go with it.
All right. Avalon. You look at all the people around you. Again, kind of like they were for Clio. Everything's moving in slow motion. The applauding has come to a near standstill. From where you sit at the top of the Coliseum, you can see people of all walks of life below you. They extend beneath you in tiers, rank and file, on all the different levels of the stadium. From the bottom ring, the pits, you notice something. The kind of foul smell that the commoners give off is drifting up like smoke. You can see it The sweat dripping down their face is sizzling like acid. For some reason, as you hear their kind of like laughter from the bottom resonating again off the resonance within you that's at this like smooth bouncing middle pitch. Your teeth hurt. It's like you're chewing on metal. Your calloused skin, it's like blistering and cracking like ice, like an iceberg that's about to break. What do you do? With the people at the bottom in the pits.
Well, I'm gonna turn to Octavius. I'm like, do you feel that?
Octavius is frozen too, but as you turn towards him, you see that he's beautiful. His eyes are like sparking with lightning and fire. So are all the other people around you at the top ring. Sweet, perfumed poison is dripping from their lips. And their skin is shining like it's been dipped in bronze or gold or silver.
Can I reach out and touch Octavius?
His face is cold to your touch. And as you reach your hand out, you see that your skin is also becoming that same metallic, is it bronze?
Copper.
Copper. And what do you do?
What do I do?
Yeah.
Scream. And yeah.
As you scream, your lungs fill with air and expand. And it comes bubbling out like acid, foaming down your lips, down your chin. And as you move to scream, as you kind of open up your shoulders, you feel wings unfurl from your back. You feel your bone and skeletal structure change.
She's gonna fully faint.
I would like to faint, please.
Can I please make a check to
for
faint?
That's
a 8 to faint.
Okay, sounds good. You begin to slowly, kind of with everything that's happening, begin to lose consciousness. And the last thing you feel is those wings flap and move up, and you feel your body lift off the ground. Aemil. You're lying on the ground, dead, motionless. You see all these figures above you. You can't make out any kind of distinctive features of these people, but their shadows are stretching like far back up the walls of the pit, and then again kind of zigzagging along each level of the Coliseum. And you feel that resonance within you. This one is so strong as it beats within the inside of your body, that your muscles begin to move. What do you do?
Can I move them? I'm in there? I'm okay?
Yeah.
I want to kind of roll over and try and crawl up to my feet and try and get up.
As you roll over, your hand splashes into something right next to you. And you take a look. And where the blood had pooled, there is dark black ink. You continue to stand. And
can I check my own? Is it blood here on me, or is it also?
You reach over and kind of feel around for a second. There's no wound. It's empty. And you look at your hand, and again, that black ink.
I look around for the woman who I guess stabbed me.
Aemil.
All
right. Where is she?
You go make a perception check for me.
Okay.
I wasn't planning for any checks to happen in these weird little in between times, but just go.
Oh, natural 1. -1, so that's a 0.
That's a dirty
That's
0.
That's a dirty 0.
You take a step forward into one of these people's shadows, and you fall. It's like there's nothing there. You fall into it. These kind of shadows are stretching back farther than you can even imagine. And space is weird around you. It's all black, but you can feel things moving. And what you're feeling isn't space, but rather time. The shadows that people cast through time, that they have lived kind of stretches back behind them, and you are falling through these. You can see people's shadows that they are casting through time, and they almost look like little cosmoses that you're falling through the space in between each of these stars. They're swirling around you, and you can see them begin to link to each other, each of these little bits of starlight. The decisions being made that are leading them towards the base of that shadow. Do you want to follow them?
Yeah. Right now, Aemil still thinks that they're dead. This is what's happening, right? But yeah, the last little neurons going
on. You're still like tumbling in this weird space-time thing. That resonance, that like deep, powerful drum, is still moving within you. But you kind of lean close to where all of these thousands and thousands, all of the people in the Coliseum, their decisions are all leading up. And you're kind of tilt yourself towards that general direction, towards the center of the stadium. It's all happening like layers on top of each other.
all I can think about right now is how it sucks so bad that I'll never be able to write a poem about this.
Oh no.
And you are leading, you're ahead of the decisions now. You're kind of going to where they would be. And they all lead to you. Right where you are. Every single decision that every single person has ever made throughout history has led up to this moment. It's led up to you.
That seems incorrect, but okay.
All right. Finally, Marcus. You feel this bell chime. It's small and high-pitched and kind of bounces around your head for a second. The people around you don't slow down or stop. In fact, they speed up. They get louder. Their motions are more raucous and wild. You're kind of being bludgeoned on every side by these people constantly moving around and shifting. And suddenly the world around you breaks down.
Of course it
does. The circle of the Coliseum like stretches around you, and kind of wraps in on itself. It's being pulled together like an Ouroboros. It has no beginning, and it has no end. And all these people are just flailing wildly around you. It's erratic. It doesn't make any sense what they're doing at all anymore.
I think Marcus goes through the crowd trying to find the end.
Okay.
Start pushing my way
You're like
through.
pushing through all these people. You're getting hit and slapped on every side. And again, things break down. Where now these people aren't people around you, but they're their component parts. And you can hear and feel and see all of it. Everyone that you've ever met, Marcus, you have the distinct realization, is nothing more than a product. They are a random and inevitable chain of chemical reactions.
I would like to look at my soiled notebook.
Okay. You look at it and you zoom in and you can see the wine seeping through each pore of the paper. You can't see your drawings anymore. It's too high concept. Everything is molecules. I don't even know if you know what those are in particular.
I do not think he does. I'm a sculptor.
You can hear the people around you still. You can hear their pores opening, each one popping open, and a little bit of bead of sweat opens up and starts to roll down their face.
Shut up.
You can hear all of their cells separating, breaking apart from each other. And you can hear every single neuron snapping inside of their brains. And it's all so annoying. Constantly. There's thousands of people around you making so much noise.
Said, shut up.
As those words leave your mouth, everyone stops in their wild, erratic movements into these beautiful poses. Completely silent, completely still, absolutely beautiful.
I'd like to take one more look at my notebook.
You open it up and see designs on each page for each of these people. Perfect sketches about every single one of them.
Okay.
And as you look up from it, you see one giant statue in the center of the stadium, reaching up maybe 100 feet tall. You can't see who it is.
All right.
You think you might be able to tell if you got just a little bit closer.
I do.
You kind of climb up from that chest level onto the floor of the stadium. And you see 4 other people standing around there too. And all of this stops. People are moving normally again. The world is acting in the way that you expect. Avalon collapses to the ground. And you guys are in the center of this stadium. You can all take your first level in Sorcerer.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
Just misunderstood.
All right. So for just a second, everything is back to the way that it should be, the way that you're used to. And the applause has died out. Everyone's just kind of looking at you guys.
And is it the 5 of us in the center of the Coliseum?
Mm-hmm.
Avalon is there as well.
You hear someone yell from someone yell from the very top rung of the stadium. Avalon!
Is she like passed out?
She fully claps to the floor.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go check on her also.
Yeah.
I will not.
You really?
As you guys move over, all of you again feel this like gong being hit. I don't have a better word to describe it except for these vibrations moving through you, and these forms begin to appear in between you guys. Vaguely humanoid, vaguely real. Is anyone familiar with the Deep Dream AI kind of thing? Do you guys remember that? It was really popular on like Twitter for like a little bit. Where like it would try to form these images out of composite images of other images to create new ones.
Yes.
That's what's happening in front of you. So like your left and right. These weird composite things are like bursting into existence. Everyone make a perception check.
I would love to.
Do I make a
Not gonna
perception
go well.
check?
No.
Yeah.
Make a constitution check for me.
So that is first roll of the game, cocked. Woo!
Nice.
I don't know what my
That is a 17.
11.
16.
Yes. Okay.
Avalon? Maya?
Oh, I got a 12 constitution check.
12 actually, you start to come around again. Take a deep breath in. Your face is right in the dirt. Yeah.
That's gonna be a modified 1.
Dirty one, baby.
31.
Marcus, you see like a point in space go to a line, go to a square, to a cube, and then inverts in on itself and start expanding out into this kind of weird humanoid shape. I'd like everyone to roll for initiative.
Oh.
Everyone's just here like panicking, everyone's here just panicking, looking at all this happening, and Gaius is sitting there like, wait, weren't you the guy that I think I know you. Hold on.
11 for initiative. I'm rolling so many 11.
Oh, I also got an 11.
Hey!
Ooh.
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 Yeah.
First map.
Um,
Oh, which colors are we?
I have some in mind, but you guys can be whatever you want.
I think I'm orange, but that's just my...
Orange.
I'm guessing Aemil is black, given the Shadow Sorcerer.
Which one is
Oh, wait,
orange,
am I
Maya?
green?
Where do you
Or
see
if
orange?
it could be Marcus in
Yellow.
terms of attitude.
In my head, Sarah is orange, Maya is green,
Yeah, that
Sydney's
makes
black, Clayton is blue, and Riley's red.
I forgot that acid.
Marcus is red. Okay.
20 to 25.
Yellow.
15 to 20.
Somewhere you guys see orange.
No,
Guys.
15 to 20?
No, 15 to 20 initiative.
Oh,
10,
boy.
10 to 15.
11.
Emil's not
11.
going to be the only one to
Who
die
has the
this
higher dex?
session.
I have a +1.
I also have a +1.
Okay.
Miss
Alphabetically-
Avalon can go first.
Okay.
Okay, alright.
Wait, Avalon is on
Avalon
the
is-
ground.
I'm on the ground.
I'll go first. Never mind.
Uh, 5 to 10?
I got a 7.
Okay. And 0 to 5.
That's a 4.
3. Okay. Marcus and Gaius.
3.
This is...
I'm just going through my notebook. Oh.
I'm distracted.
Yeah.
Wow, these sketches are
Wow,
just
these-
so good.
Did I do these? These are great.
Me in writing classes reading my own work.
And you know what? You deserve
Missing the composite creature that's about to attack you in the classroom.
Honestly, I don't know what's in the humanities building, but it wouldn't surprise me if it's that.
Let's see. All right. Cool. The thing that is forming right here, it's shifting, it's changing. You can't pin down for a second. It looks like a human. For another, in a split instant, it looks like a lion. At the same time, it's constantly changing and moving between forms. And it is going to. It stops shifting. It takes just like this formless mannequin-esque humanoid figure. It's leaning slightly forward.
And it falls.
This stop it. Huge line bursts out of it. How do I get over? Yeah, this should be good. Boom. It looks like it's a perfect rectangle wall that shoots up in front of it and poof, blasts out forward. You guys don't have, this world does not have video games yet, but to us it would look like unrendered. It would look like something that is just shouldn't be there yet. So that's what that one's gonna do. The second one is going to do.
They're all gonna
go. Largely the same thing. Go.
Will said, "Yes, I would like to immediately split the party."
Going to do here to here. This huge line blasts out. Since let's see. Yeah, Riley?
No, I just I noticed that line
Marcus,
bisects my character.
I'd like you to make
you died. Sorry, Riley.
A con save?
Yep.
Ooh.
Ugh. How does a 9 do for you?
9's not gonna do it. Marcus, you are bisected by this beam. You are in this kind of void of nothingness, and you are suffocating. You can feel the ground underneath you. You can't hear anything. You can't see anything. And all the air has left your lungs.
So I am what? Just because, sorry.
You're suffocating.
Oh.
You can survive for a number of rounds equal to your constitution modifier in here. On that note, you hear screams coming from the audience around you as everyone in the audience around these lines, this one should be extending way past here, falls dead.
Oh no!
Commoners have a constitution score of 0, and so they can survive for 0 rounds suffocating. A plus 0, excuse me.
Okay, I was gonna say. They're a single-celled organism.
Rip to the commoners, but
Aemil.
I'm built different.
It's my turn?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I don't know if this is going to change what I'm going to do. Is Cecilia one of the people who has died? Do I know?
Perception check for me.
Oh my god. That's so far away out of 7.
You can't see Cecilia, but you do know that she is in this kind of area, this kind of quadrant of the Coliseum.
Cool. Okay, and I can only see I'm pointing at a screen, like you can see me, like we're not plague times. I can probably only see the 2 little void figures next to me because I'm assuming they're little walls.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm gonna.
You feel that same like shadow stretching toward back behind you, and you actually feel that same kind of pull into these beams.
I am going to, I guess, put out a hand to stop the one to my right, so that's the one next to Avalon. And this is the hand that's covered in ink or blood or a mix of the two. And cast Chill Touch at it.
Okay. Is that a roll on my part?
That is a good question.
Make a ranged spell attack.
Thank you, sweet Riley.
We're chill touch buddies.
Not great. I don't think it's going to hit much. 10?
10 is not going to hit. What does this spell look like? What does this magic look like?
Out of my hand, a ghostly, like, hand that's, like, dripping shadow reaches out to try to grasp this figure, but whiffs. And Aemil is just panicking and staring at the thing that just came out of their hand. And
yeah, this is, you have never seen anything like this before. Anything like what is happening all around you. None of this makes sense.
And I would like to. Can I move?
Sure.
To try and, I guess, see around. Down like got 2 more squares.
10. This gray area is the pits.
All right. I will move right there then. Stay right there.
Okay. Yeah, you can see Gaius, the person who was just shooting arrows in the previous competition, right there next to you.
Holy shit. Okay.
Avalon.
Yes. I'm going to push myself up and spit out the dirt that's in my mouth.
Okay.
And so in front of me, I just see a wall and then the thing next to me, right?
Yes. You see this, yeah.
Great. And where's Octavius?
Octavius is up around here. Probably right around here.
Yeah, okay. I am... Do I want to do something cool or do I want to do something in character? I'm going to run.
Where are you going
I would like to cast Run Away, please.
I think I want to run in Aemil's direction, as in like around.
Okay. This gray area, I know it's kind of hard to see with all these circles, the kind of auras that are happening right now. But this gray area is the pits. This brown circle is the like a wall that kind of separates the pits from the proper stadium. And these gray boxes are entrances into the tunnels.
Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to run towards, yeah, I'm freaked out. I would like to run towards the one, this one gives me better vibes. I would like to run to the one closest to Aemil.
Okay, the tunnel entrance?
Yeah, the tunnel entrance.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
And can I,
Oh wait, should you have technically gotten an attack opportunity from that?
Could she run around?
Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Because that's difficult terrain because it's a half space.
I'm just gonna give a panic look to Aemil.
Okay.
Who I don't know. And I'm gonna go, come on! And I'm gonna take a dash action to get into the tunnel.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
Come on! That's
30. So you're now down basically at the entrance of the tunnels. As you're running, actually from the moment that you kind of put a hand up to stand up, You see this kind of rough skin in this kind of dark copperish color on your hands. And you continue to run. Who is next? It's one of the spawns. I think this one is going to move up here and take an attack action on Marcus. Marcus, that is a 21 against your AC.
That actually doesn't hit.
Wow.
My AC is 12, which is the number 21 inverted, so I figured that it was just the same thing. I could just switch those numbers around.
You take 4 damage. As this thing kind of moves into your space. It like doubles up over your body, and you're taking psychic damage at the moment of just the knowledge and feeling that this thing is occupying the same space that you are. Make a wisdom saving throw for me with disadvantage.
Okay, well,
Welcome
that's
to
already
the
not that.
first and last episode of this game.
Hi, welcome to. Good thing I have a +0 in wisdom. That's gonna be a 6.
A 6? Okay. All attacks against you have advantage until the end of the next turn.
They better not. They better not.
That was Aemil, one of the Avalon spawn. Clio, you're up.
Yes, I'm trying to find all the dice that I will require to do this. I would like to do an inflict wounds, please.
Ooh,
Hold on, let me
okay.
back up. So I can see Marcus, right? Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. I can see Marcus, right?
Yeah, it's like kind of, you can see kind of his shoulder and maybe a little bit of his leg exiting this giant black wall.
Cool. But he looks bad, right? Like this does not look like.
No.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
I think Clio figures that the best way to help. I think Clio's focus is like, this is a person that needs help, and I need to do what I can to help this person. And I think the only thing she can think to do is kill this thing, somehow, some way. And I think the magic essence that erupts from that feeling is what we're gonna call a first level inflict wounds spell. Please go ahead. Oh, do I roll or do you roll? Okay.
I think it's a touch attack if I remember correctly.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm close to it.
Yeah. I'm gonna try and punch it.
Okay.
I love the cleric spell.
With my no experience that I have in any kind of combat.
I like to do a very academic punch.
I'm gonna do like a shove. I'm gonna like shove it, like try and shove it away. Okay. Watch me roll really bad now that I've set this up. Well. Oh, that's fine. That's a 18.
18 hits.
Sweet. Okay, go ahead and do my 3d10. 12 damage.
12 damage?
Yes.
3d10?
Yeah.
Warm.
It's the sexiest spell.
You push and your hands connect with this formless being, and they kind of are pulled into it for a second until that same white orange light spreads out from within it, and this thing splinters and dissipates.
What I thought. That's what I thought. That's what I thought you said.
So that was Clio, and I think that was actually no. So this spawn's gonna go. This guy. Oh, what's he gonna do? Do another. No, I think he's just gonna do an attack. He's going to move over to Gaius, and as it's moving forward, it takes the form of like some sort of strange beast that you've never seen before. make a wisdom saving throw with. Wait. Actually, I need to see if it hits first. It's gonna hit. That is a 18 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
You're gonna take 4 damage as well. And make a wisdom saving throw with disadvantage.
My pen here. With disadvantage, you really want me to fail this.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a modified 1.
All attacks against you have advantage
Ooh.
until this thing's next turn. As it moves towards you and it kind of lashes at you, it moves through your body. None of your skin breaks, but it pulls out just a handful of blood.
Ew.
And it, you see it go across the door.
Will, I hate this, but this is so fucking cool.
Okay.
Marcus, you're up.
Oh, yes, I thought that Gaius went before me, but he does not. Am I still in the middle of this terrible wall?
Yes, but you can move.
Wonderful. I would like to move out of it towards Clio. I don't want to exit onto the other side.
Okay. You take a step down and are fully relieved from this wall.
So I can breathe, yes?
Yes. Actually, wait, no, I'm sorry. I forgot about a mechanic. Roll the D4 for me.
Ah!
No takesy backsies. That's a 4.
It's a 4.
Does that work for me? Do
You
my
actually
lungs
take a step down up into here.
What?
You
Oh!
move through the black wall out below. Yes, Clio, you see her move. You see him move. The body, the shoulders move towards you, but then disappear, and you hear a step from behind you.
Okay.
I think that Marcus, in this moment, his biggest concern is protecting himself. And I think that, I want to not be hit, and I think that the way that manifests is as a first level mage armor.
Okay, nice.
So yeah, I touch a willing creature. And so now my AC is 15.
Cool.
So I kind of what's it look like, Will? Do you want to tell me? Should I tell you?
I'd like for you to tell me.
I don't quite know, do I?
Is it visible? Is it like a second, like an overlay over it, or is it like something that's more? You only see it if it hits.
Yeah, probably the latter.
Okay.
So I get we can deal with it later if I get hit. So I think Marcus does this. Momentarily looks to Clio and then runs towards the exit opposite to Avalon.
Got it. So it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. All right, so that's Marcus. This last spawn is gonna go.
Everyone goes before Gaius.
No one really around him. He's gonna do one of these little beam things.
Oh, I would really prefer if it didn't.
Yeah. Yeah, same.
Have
you considered not doing that?
I've thought
Just
about it.
not.
It doesn't sound that
No.
fun.
Should I be bad? Should I do a little beam thing?
And
Uh-oh.
I don't really know how this works. It's fun because I don't really know how to aim with this either. Hello? There we go.
So
Cool.
disconcerting.
So again, I don't think any of you guys can really see this, but the form stops. It takes on that mannequin like a single shape, and then blasts out forward another wall. Sydney, if you'd be so kind as to roll a D100 for me.
What?
If it's a 1, things go bad.
Oh,
It's
speaking
50,
of
50.
50?
real quick, I did roll a first level sorcerer spell.
That's very true. You're gonna have to remind me of that a lot. Roll a D20 for me.
That's a 3.
Oh,
All right. We're doing a kind of homebrew thing, although it's pretty popular, of a cumulative wild magic surge. So now if she rolls a 1 or a 2, then the mild magical surge. And for each one that she misses, it'll go up by 1.
Okay.
It's the spawn's turn. You guys hear again the sound of maybe a couple dozen people hitting the ground as they fall out.
Did that 50 do anything?
No, shoot, what is...
was the one gonna kill Cecilia?
Cecilia is...
Cecilia's alive?
Cecilia's alive.
Oh.
Okay.
For now.
Don't for now me, Sarah.
In fact, I don't have enough icons to handle this, but a couple of the dead bodies do spill onto the floor of the stadium
No, what if they did?
Terrifying.
because of the teleportation kind of magic that's happening here.
Ew.
Gaius, you're up.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna roll myself back 5 feet. So down 1 square.
Okay. Ah!
Oh God! It kills me.
Beamed immediately.
That was the trigger. It held its attack action.
And then I'm going to, in a panic, slam the brake of my wheelchair down and cast Thunder Wave.
Ooh, very cool.
Heck yeah.
So it's a 15-foot cube, so I think it's just the one top left of me. But if
Is
you
it
want,
centered on yourself?
if it's centered on myself.
That sucks. But
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
I was thinking, like, is there a way I would get just in between them? But it's not worth it. But that one needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
Con save. Ooh. Con. 12.
12 is my save DC.
Oh, really?
Let me double check.
That sucks.
Yes, it is. So it takes half damage and doesn't do what I wanted it to do.
Okay.
I wanted it because it pushes them back, so I wanted to see what happens.
Ooh.
Because
That'd be so cool. I'm
That
so
would've been
sorry.
Is this a good time to mention the con?
That is a very good. This is a very
Oh,
good
yeah.
one. We've changed it kind of experimentally to sorcerers use Constitution as their spellcasting modifier, not Charisma.
which is why actually it would be 12 regardless. But doesn't matter. 2d8 damage. How did that go literally all the way off my desk? Give me one moment as I chase down my
no.
desk.
You want
Are there any other homebrew
I'm
things
back.
that we're doing? Some people are using sorcery points at the moment.
I'm
Some
struggling.
more
Spell
people might
points.
use them later. Sorry, spell points, not sorcery points. Thank you.
It will take 6 points of thunder damage, or
Sweet.
half of that. So 3 points of thunder
3 points
damage.
of thunder damage. And that
And I picture this coming down as I slam my brake, and there's just this sort of wind cloud, not wind, but just this sort of whoosh of air that comes and then hits me and sort of goes directly a circle around me and just spreads out and would push things away, but doesn't actually at the current moment.
Okay.
Hey, it's baby's first spell. That's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you feel that same crackle of electricity move through you as the wind rushes around you. And this thing is bludgeoned for a bit of damage. I'm having a hard time keeping track of who is who. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. There we go. That's Gaius's turn. This one. Yeah, this one's gonna go. It is going to move 5, 10, 15, 20. It does not teleport. Up to
Sorry, Clio.
Clio.
Then
Are you sorry?
To take an attack.
Riley is. Marcus
Clio,
is
you haven't
not.
failed any of the saves yet. Geez, these guys are doing good.
I'm sorry I made a selfish character.
That's a 16
I
hit.
also ran, Riley.
Yeah.
16 hits.
Yeah.
Roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
All right.
You and me, Maya. We're getting out of this town.
That is a natural 20.
Hey!
First of the game.
My mind is an impenetrable fortress.
So you feel again that you take 2 points of damage as this thing moves towards you. It doesn't make any kind of contact with you, but like just being this close to something that this unnatural sends these like psychic ripples through your mind. You get a piercing headache. Yeah, so 2 points of damage. That's his turn. Second spawn's turn. What are these guys gonna do? There's no one around. 5, 10, 15, 20. Cool. Aemil. As they move away from the walls stay there in place. Yeah. Aemil, you haven't failed any saves, have you? Nope. Okay. Aemil, you're one unlucky person. That's a natural 20.
No!
Second nat 20.
Make a wisdom save for me.
Okay, at disadvantage or?
Yes, at disadvantage. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, I forgot that for Clio. I already moved past it. We'll just remember it in the future. I'm sorry, everybody else.
That's fine.
Leo's built different.
That one's cocked.
Cleo's special.
2 11s minus 1 10.
10? 10 saves.
Ah!
And you take, actually, it wasn't that bad of a nat 20. You take 5 damage.
That is more than half of my hit points, so.
Take 5 damage as this thing. What does this one do? It like charges at you through the blackness, and it kind of just grabs onto your shoulder and again takes on that like humanoid mannequin form and pushes its head into your head. And again, the spaces just kind of overlap. Aemil, it's your turn.
Oh God. The spells that I thought I was gonna have are not useful. Oh, want to mention the other thing where we don't have spells until we decide that we have them?
There we go, yeah. So spells known are kind of empty slots until they cast a spell, and then that is one of the spells that they know. But up until then, they have the whole spell list available to them.
All right.
Y'all wonder what the king's doing?
Yeah, what? Why do we have a king now? That's
Y'all
a
wonder
problem
what's
for
going on
later.
with that?
We don't. I'm not
Where are
worried
they?
about
Where'd they
that.
go?
That's a good question.
I don't think that's prevalent. We're about to die.
Let's do just some more putting my hands out in front of me and hoping something's gonna happen, and because now we're sorcerers, something does happen. I'm gonna cast Burning Hands.
Ooh.
Can you angle that?
I would like to angle that to it's a 15-foot cone. So I'd like to hit and pointing like you can see me. I'd like to hit the one next to me and the one in between me and Gaius.
I think that
This
can
is a
work.
cone feature, right? Doesn't it? D20 roll 20.
I don't know.
If they moved in between the two?
I'd rather not move in between. I'd rather
Okay, Worm.
move to the right so that and just angle it like
Oh, yeah,
way.
yeah.
so that way I'm not engaged with 2 of them at once.
Sure, I'll say that works. Cool. I mean, I have to roll a dex save.
Yes, you have to roll something.
Dex save.
Yeah.
The one
Dexterity
close-
saving throw 13 is the DC.
Okay, so the one closest to you rolls a 12.
Woohoo!
And one farther away rolls an 11.
Nice. All right, and it's 3d6 fire damage, 4 plus 6 damage. Is it just 3d6 fire damage? Yeah, 6 total.
6
Good
damage.
job,
total.
team.
All right. And that is on these two. Nice. Okay. You blast them, and this wave of fire comes out of your hands. They are both taken back, and their forms become even less form, like they're shapes and lines again. Awesome. The reminder, the king reminded me of something very important that I was supposed to do at the end of the round. Look at everybody else of what's happening. These guards are gonna run down 5, 10.
Oh yes, please help us.
Yeah, please.
I'm gonna die so fast.
I'm
Oh,
an
a
artist.
Super large purple.
There's so many
Yeah.
academics in this party.
We've got one jock, a
People
poet,
think
a sculptor, a librarian, and a noblewoman.
These
Even
guys are
nerd,
all
an
going
artist,
to.
a jock, the rich kid.
We're like a shitty Roman breakfast club.
Guard, spear, range 20. Is that
It
close enough?
hits
You
Marcus.
spear those creatures, guards.
Little boys.
25.
Wait a minute.
Wait, that's-
hold on just a moment. I would just.
Oh, sorry. That's my bad.
Oh, okay. You weren't aiming for us.
No.
Okay.
I forgot. I just saw the closest thing to them.
You know, your
So
track
they're gonna
record
take
isn't
another
great so far.
step over here. This one's going to take another step. Over here towards the black wall of death. Scary, but it works.
Okay, you sure about that, hun?
He's also
Like
can't
talking
get
to the
anything.
guard, sweetie, honey, do you want to do that?
These guys start yelling orders at the people in the pits. These people are straight up trapped. One person goes to walk into the wall and falls dead to the ground. There's no exit right here. The exit is over here. And this guy starts directing them kind of out under the Coliseum.
Wait, where is there not an exit?
The exit is here, and there's a wall blocking the.
This is a fire coat nightmare.
Well, they didn't expect these walls. to
Could
be-
I get OSHA in here, please? Could I get my patron OSHA?
People in the audience are kind of streaming down over to these kind of center stairs. That's what these straight lines are for. And exiting out of there. At this point, the box, the kind of senator's box, is empty. Is gone. No one is.
We're getting that class commentary in first episode, folks.
Of course.
Don't worry.
The other thing that happens is that after the first round, the person stationed at the entrances to all the tunnels pulls down the grate.
They better not.
This one gets pulled down. This one gets pulled down. This one, there's a man there, turns to you, Avalon. Glad to see you're safe, and pulls it down.
Oh, I had.
Remember us, Avalon.
Yeah.
This one, he does see you. But he also did see those terrifying, shapeless, formless things, and doesn't want them to touch him. Make a charisma check for me.
Just straight charisma?
Yeah.
That's going to be
It's a vibe check.
A what?
an 8.
As you run towards him, he looks over towards that shapeless being, looks towards you, shakes his head back,
Son of a
reaches up, and
bitch.
slams it to the ground. Thank you.
Marcus's terrible no good day at the Coliseum.
Oh, it's Marcus's terrible no
Yeah.
good day.
No.
I died.
Marcus really negatively. His notebook is stained.
You guys want to complain about that?
Avalon, your turn.
It is my turn, isn't it?
Yes.
So the gate is closed behind me, so I can no longer go that way.
Mhm.
Even if I had wanted to help, I can no longer do so. So what do I see in front of me?
You see a tunnel going down under the Coliseum. There's maybe like 15 feet of tunnel, and then it keeps on going forward, and there's 2 splits to the right and left.
All right. Well, it seems there's only one thing I can do. Yes. Wait. Give me a moment to think about this.
Please take your time.
I'm sorry. There's so much happening. Do I know where the other 2 directions lead?
You've never been down here before.
Okay, great. The guard turned to me, right?
Yeah.
There are people still down in there. How are you closing?
I don't want. Did you see those things? Of course you did. You were out there.
Yes, I saw them.
I don't want them to get down here where I am.
You know what?
That's fair. Very fair. I'm trying to figure out what I can do.
Did you want to go
What
back
would
and
Avalon do?
help?
I would love to get help. Yes.
No, I said go back and help. I could open it again for you.
I don't really know what I could do. I'm
No.
going.
Everyone else out there is doing weird stuff.
I love this guard. He tells it like it is.
There's a lot of weird stuff happening. Yes. I don't know what to do.
Maya, if you want to run, I will not be mad at you.
Yeah, if you want to run, you can run.
If that's what Avalon wants to do. We're not going to be mad. We're just disappointed.
No, listen. So what would you describe the walls of this tunnel as?
Kind of like a cobblestone that's been like heavily like used. It's very worn down.
Okay. Well, I'm not going back in there. I guess I'm going to. Oh, I hate this so much. Maya is quite upset about this. I am going to. I guess I'm going to go. I'm gonna try to get help, I think.
Okay, you're at the crossroads. You can
Thank
keep
you.
going. Left, right, or forward.
I'm gonna go right. I do want to try to help the commoners.
15. So that's 30. You can take dash action.
Yeah.
Five. You reach a black wall pushing through the tunnel. One of the same black walls that you saw out there.
Okay. Can I touch it?
Sure, yeah.
Bad idea. Black wall of death? Horrible, horrendous idea. I probably should not touch it, huh?
What do you do?
It teleported
Avalon
Marcus.
do?
I don't have teleport.
I don't have it either.
Neither does Marcus.
Yeah. What does Avalon do?
There's only one way to get it, babe.
I'm going to touch it. I'm going to touch it.
You go to try to touch it, and where you would hit it, your hand moves through. And as it's inside this wall, like a complete, even the lack of air resistance on your hand, everything feels so unnatural to move. It's easy to move in there. Yeah.
It's easy to move in there?
Your hand, yeah.
Cool.
There is no pressure. There is no resistance in the wall.
All right. Is that all I can do?
I think you have like 10 feet left of movement.
Can I try to go through it?
All right. Roll a 1, 2.
I'm gonna die here. This is.
Roll a d6 for me.
1.
Wow. Okay. You step out 5, 10 into You're out there. I'm just gonna approximate this. You step onto the Coliseum up here. So it'd be
It's
actually
not up.
Hey,
Yeah, we're like,
welcome to the Clio and Marcus zone.
This is crazy.
You guys have one person to fight.
Yeah, you are now. There's this black wall behind you extending maybe 30 feet up into the sky, and you're on top of the Coliseum, kind of an opposite of where you were sitting before.
Wild. All right.
That's Avalon. Clio, you're up.
Okay, I have my cleric spell list, and I feel like I'm hitting it pretty hard. But I am gonna do a sacred flame cantrip now.
Ooh.
So go ahead and make for me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay. That's a 19.
Ooh, so that is gonna succeed. That I don't think it does anything on a. I don't think it does like half damage or anything on success.
Okay.
So I missed.
Yeah.
That's on me. Sorry, guys.
That same bright light pushes through your hand into this fire in your palm. You launch it forward, and it just moves straight through this creature.
Can I try and move? I know it's going to get an attack of opportunity. I don't know how Clio would know that, but I know that. Can I still try and move back towards where Marcus is?
Sure, yeah. How far?
Like right next to him, if I can.
15. Like that?
Sure.
You can go one more in any direction. We can go 3 more in any direction.
Let me do one more. Let me be like right. Let Marcus and I be right next. I'm
Okay.
safety numbers.
You guys look like the MasterCard logo.
I was just gonna say the MasterCard logo.
Are we allowed to say that?
Who knows? I don't know.
I don't know.
The Dungeon
the-
MasterCard.
The Blaster Bard BOGO.
That's a 6 against your armor class.
I'm sorry, that simply will not succeed. My armor class
Okay.
is-
That's Clio. This spawn's gonna go. I think it's this one. Yeah. Let's just hope it is. Take another attack onto our man Gaius. Ooh, that's a 11 to hit. Gaius Maximus. Page and Gaius Maximus.
Me? 11 will hit.
Me?
Yeah, sorry.
11 will hit.
Sorry. Yeah, 11 will hit.
Your armor class is 10 plus your dexterity.
Yep.
Cool. Okay. Just making sure.
I love being a sorcerer.
Woo!
That's going to be
Level 1 sorcerer.
3 damage.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I haven't gotten hit once.
Yeah, I
It's
wonder
3
why.
psychic
I'm
damage.
gonna
Because
hit
you
you.
ran.
Okay. Could be better.
This thing is actually just going to walk right through you to the other side as it moves through you, inhabiting your space. You
I
feel
hate
a
it.
splitting headache. That's the spawn. Marcus.
Let's go. I am staring at this man who just closed the gates, and I think that like just such Marcus Rosser, such like bitter resentment is like boiling up inside of him, staring at this man. And Marcus is going to just glare at him and then turn around, and I think with like this thing that is just like bubbling up inside him, is going to like kind of steel himself and then look at this spawn in front of him, and I think that bitter energy manifests into like a chill touch mayhaps.
Okay.
And I would like to smack this spawn.
Do it.
Huh? Is that will 15 hit?
A 15? Yeah, 15 hits.
Woo!
Ooh,
I
we're not
think,
that high level.
yeah, I think it's just like dark roiling energy that comes, and like I want the hand to like go through the heart. Let me roll damage. Please be good.
This hand extends out of you and doesn't look too much unlike these creatures that you're fighting. This kind of shifting form of a hand, the fingers kind of moving, replacing which one's at the end, and moves straight through.
Cool. I do 4 damage.
4 damage.
Yes.
To that one at the top.
Yes. I would like to do
you
more
got him.
V. I did.
Yeah.
Oh, yay!
It moves through it and shatters as it does. Done for. Oh,
I'm just breathing heavily.
As you guys move out, I was not paying attention to the auras that well. As the thing dissipates, you feel kind of a pressure on your mind. You released.
On all of us or just Marcus?
No, Marcus and Clio.
Okay. Worm. Okay, cool.
Yeah, because you guys are outside of the auras. So you will no longer have disadvantage on saving throws.
Yay.
As long as you're outside of the auras.
All right, that is Marcus's turn. I stow my sketchbook.
All right. One of the spawns needs to go. That one already went. I think it's this bad boy. No. Yes, this.
Yeah, I think it's him.
Sure. Okay. Evens are Gaius. Odds are Aemil. Even.
I love that Avalon is still just at the top of the
It's
stairs.
coming after me.
Yeah.
Yep.
I have
No! Gaius, how many hit points do you have, Gaius?
I guess we'll find out.
Oh no. That is another 11 to hit.
Give me a sec. I might have to. You've activated my trap card.
Ooh.
I'm going to cast Shield. And
Yes.
claim my second spell.
What does this look like?
Yeah, so I think as this thing runs up to me, I'm just going to pull my arms up in sort of a defensive, sort of like this isn't a wrestling block, but like a defensive wrestling pose.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, there's sort of a rush of air that swirls around me, crackles a little bit with lightning, and as this thing tries to move in, it gets moved by the wind that surrounds me.
Yeah, like the shapes kind of all expand out and then reconstruct a couple feet back. And it does not hit.
Thank you.
Gaius, your turn.
Yeah, well, that was my just writing that down because those are my 2. Shit. I guess all I can do is just block, reach out, grab this thing. It has like a vaguely humanoid shape?
Sometimes.
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 If I see it like coalesce into something vaguely humanoid, I'll reach out for like a chokehold throat grab. I will cast Shocking Grasp.
Okay.
Sick.
Make a melee spell attack. Oh, I just completely botched that roll. That's gonna. It's gonna be a 9 to hit.
That doesn't hit.
Damn.
You reach out and as you reach into this thing, it moves and forms around your hand, not allowing you to touch it.
Why are you not solid?
You know what? That's a good question.
Ooh. I believe it's
like
this spawn's turn. Oh, wait, no, we're at the end of the turn. Okay. Everyone make a perception check.
I would love to.
Shit garbage. 8.
I've got to 14.
That is a dirty 20 for me.
I got a 16.
Modified 2.
Oh,
Nice.
It's the minus
dirty
2
20.
in intelligence and
Clio.
minus 1 in wisdom.
yes.
You're looking around trying to get a lay of the land. This exit is blocked behind you. You're looking for any other way you can leave. And as you look up towards the box, you can kind of see vaguely over this wall. It's like a triangle almost slanting up as it continues. And you do see. Ooh, if I change my screen, do you see anything? No. Okay, good. I'm in my notes. You do see Albatius Damasus.
I don't like
Standing
him.
at the edge of the box.
He's doing what?
He's standing not at the edge, he's like far behind. He's clearly like cautious. But he is looking. Did we lose someone?
Clayton.
Oh, Clayton.
Uh-oh.
Demasius took him out.
Albatius, yeah,
There, videos
is standing watching what's happening.
I don't like that.
Like
rolling kind of can I try and get him? I want to know if he's controlling this in any way or if he's somehow doing this. Is there any? Can I roll insight maybe?
Make an insight check, yeah.
Okay.
Come on, Clio.
Sorry, I'm so bad at math. 17.
You have now cast a couple spells yourself, and although it's unfamiliar to you, he doesn't seem to be acting strange in any way. He's just watching.
Okay, well, I've got some choice words for this man, but that can
17. He's watching with a keen interest both the weird things that are like the weird spawns that are just shape-shifting and you guys. He's keeping a keen eye.
I'm gonna give him one of these. Like, I see you. I know you're watching.
Okay.
I don't know if he's me or not, but
I'm gonna roll a couple of d20s.
It makes you feel better, babe.
it does. It does make me feel better.
This bad boy is gonna see if he can jump across.
Good for him.
You
Come
got
on.
it.
You can do it.
You
Although
were
wait,
hired for this.
none of them are actually in areas where they can see what is happening.
Yeah.
Well,
actually-
that's
I
on
would
them.
like to scream, help!
You scream help?
They've
Oh,
got a point.
that works well for me.
This guy's gonna try to run through the wall.
Oh God.
Good for him.
Good for him. Please don't die
Oh, well.
immediately.
He falls dead.
What?
Dude, Sydney just asked for
I
that.
just
not to
said!
happen.
I specifically requested.
Is Clayton back?
Yeah,
I'm back, yes.
Good. Okay, great.
I'm gonna die now, aren't I?
So you guys don't see him run in, but you see this guard fall out and hit the dust.
What the hell is happening?
Okay, one of the spawns is gonna go. I think it's this one, right?
Yeah, that one hasn't gone in a while.
Attack roll. That's an 11 to hit.
That hits.
Have any of the
Aemil? Aemil.
beams-
Yeah, dude. I'm a sorcerer.
Roll a wisdom saving throw for me.
At
Well-
disadvantage, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Have any of the beams dissipated?
No.
Maybe. That's a natural 20 and a 17.
Heck
16.
Nice. Take 5 damage.
Cool. So that does put me at -1, but
Oh.
Huh?
Strength of the Grave. When damage reduces you to 0 hit points, you can make a charisma saving throw DC 5 plus the damage taken. On a success, you instead drop to 1 hit point. Do I also have disadvantage on this?
It's a saving throw?
Yes.
Yes. But I'd be willing, because it's supposed to be a sorcerer ability, I'd be willing to make it a constitution save, because that's just...
Cool. That is much better for me.
That
Well,
makes
not
sense
much better.
anyways.
Just slightly better.
Make
So
your
at disadvantage. Come on,
DC
baby.
5, right?
Oh, DC 10.
No, DC 5 plus 5.
okay.
That is a dirty 20.
Nice!
Good.
All right, you stay up with 1.
Ah!
This thing reaches into you. It, like, slashes at you. And
That is
you
the
feel-
only time I can do that.
It actually reaches towards you and rips at that same exact spot where you had been stabbed earlier, and it
Oh.
pulls towards itself, and you can feel the skin open and reclose.
Oh.
As you go down to 1 HP.
So messed up.
Great. Aemil, it's your turn. You guys have been doing this little dance for a while now.
Oh no. What am I gonna do? Gaius is in a bad place. I'm in a bad place.
Marcus is a bad place.
We're
Like,
reviving. We're
to
fine.
leave.
Never mind.
Aemil is just gonna yell for help again, and then I don't have anything that can hit these 3 guys all at once. I can't even do. Okay. If I did chill touch, that would be disadvantage because it's a ranged spell attack, so I'm not gonna do that. Let's do.
Let's make a deal.
What am I gonna do? I'm gonna just fucking do magic missile.
Okay, cool.
And those just auto hit.
Yes.
That's delightful.
I'm okay. 3 points of damage to the one right in front of me. Is he
The
still
one-
alive?
The one right in front of you?
Yes. He took
no,
6.
it's down.
Yeah. All right. And then I would like to send one over at the other one that was affected by my burning hands that is now attacking Gaius.
That's this one.
And that one is 2 points of damage.
Okay, still up.
Oh.
Still up. And another 2 points of damage to that same one.
Okay, it is still up.
No, it's not. The one that was also hit with burning hands?
Yeah, it's taken 3, 2, and 2 damage. It's taken
No, it
7.
took 6 because both of them failed my saving throw.
Two of them did fail.
Oh, you're so right. I'm so sorry. It also, I didn't write it down. The 3, yes. The 3 is from Gaius's attack.
Cool. Okay. So would one of those missiles have killed it? Because if so, I'll send the other one to the last one.
Yes, one of those would have.
Okay. Well, 2 points to the last one.
Okay, you got it. That makes sense.
Nice.
Way to go.
Does it help that Clayton smooth-brained his class abilities and forgot that both times that he cast a spell, he could have just flown away?
Nice.
Both times.
Again, we're learning. We haven't.
We're learning.
These characters have never done magic before.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
That's
I still have to
Avalon.
discover that moment.
Yes.
It's your
All
turn.
right. So
Wait, what do the magic missiles look like?
The same left hand that's covered in ink and is like stained black, just kind of like pushes out, and 3 little like knife darts that they're just like little pointy stabby things.
Okay.
Just shoot and like shatter
All these things.
into.
They're a poet. Pointy stabby.
Yeah, can you tell?
Yeah. All right. Awesome. Avalon.
what's the range from me to that purple boob guy?
So which one?
To the one purple guy left.
Very far, but let's find out.
Also, you could probably move.
70 feet.
70 feet? All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I feel like she's a really big mix of like, I need to get out of here, and then she's still, because I'm assuming she can see over the walls, right?
Yeah, let's say sure, because it kind of arcs up.
And she hears Aemil cry for help. And I think, you know, in that burning in the back of your throat when you get really emotional, I get that. I think she's going to like look side to side and be like, run, stay, run. And in that, I think she chokes out a sob and casts Chromatic Orb, which is a range of 90 feet.
Whoa, okay.
That's a question I've had is, what are we doing for material components?
That's true.
Do you want to cross off however many things? It's a diamond, right? Isn't it?
For Chromatic Orb, it is. I can also change it to Chaos Bolt.
Ooh.
It's a diamond worth at least 150 gold.
Oh, you don't have 150 gold, do you?
No,
I
it's
have
a
some
diamond
jewelry.
worth 50.
Excuse me, 50
At
gold.
least 50, yeah.
If you want to cross off 50 gold from how much gold you currently have and have that diamond instead, I'll let you do that.
Okay.
It's a
You
necklace.
are. You're a rich girl. That's all we can sing of that.
So, how does a nat 20 feel?
Yeah.
Describe to me how that nat 20 tastes.
Real good, baby.
Yummy.
2, 10, 15,
Ooh.
21,
Ooh.
24, 29 damage.
Does it die, Will?
What? 29 damage?
29 damage.
Wait, how many dice did you roll?
68.
What?
Because it's 3d8 and then on a nat 20 it's doubled, right?
Yeah.
Hachi
God.
machi, babe.
Yeah. How does this happen?
I think how does this happen?
Yeah, how does this? It's dead. It's you killed 3 of them right there. All in the one.
No, I only killed one.
I know. I'm just saying you had enough power to kill 3 of them.
I think it just
What
kind of.
What energy type is it?
Oh, it's acid, of course.
Okay.
Got to stick with the aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm just looking at the spell. Yeah. I don't know. I think when she chokes back a sob and she breathes out, a little burst of energy comes out when she turns back and like clicks in her mind, and she turns, because I think her original plan was to start going down to, after she turned, was going to start going back down to see if she could like grab one of these guys, even though there's a huge pit in between or whatever.
And so you just breathe out, and this full, like, circling orb of green acidic energy blasts over the wall and hits this guy, and completely disintegrates it piece by piece.
Hell yeah.
It is destroyed.
Rock and roll, baby.
Could I have? These are seating, right? So I can't like move at all, right?
I mean, they're seating, but you can move.
Can I move down?
Yeah.
To like closer to Clio?
15, 20. Yeah.
Not like in the pit yet.
Okay. Yeah, you're right here at the edge.
Yeah.
Before this turn ends, will we have rehearsal?
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So I think we should finish up. It is 7:33. I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Great. That's the end of that battle.
Okay.
No. The walls do not dissipate. The walls remain there. And you hear this guard calling at the 3 of you. Hey, what was that? What was all of that?
Wonderful question. We absolutely know the answer.
We do?
No, we do not. We have no clue what is going on.
Oh, there's dudes down here. I didn't see them.
Thanks for the help.
I almost died. And for what? For what?
If I have a battle of more than 6 people, I forget.
No, it's so hard.
These guys start calling down to you, Aemil and Gaius as well. What is all of this?
I don't know. I want to run over, because you said one of the guards kind of popped out but died immediately.
Yes.
I want to run over and check and see if he's like dead or if I can do anything.
Make a medicine check.
Okay.
1. He is completely dead. He seems to, his face is like a dark blue. He seems to, all the air has come out of his lungs. He's deoxygenated. I think separately, because you can't hear through these walls, both these guards that are talking to the 5 of you say, well, we don't know what's going on. You guys are doing some weird shit. You're gonna have to come in for questioning.
Can I look, Will? Can I see that? What's his face, dude? That the guy. The guy. Is he still there?
Yeah.
Albacious?
King.
Albacious. He's not a king. He's a
Alabaster.
senator.
He might be the king now.
He might be the king.
No, there will be no kings. Thank you. What's going on with him?
Make a perception check.
Yes. Oh. 22.
22.
Mm-hmm.
He is standing up there, again, just kind of looking down at all of you. And he has make an insight check.
14.
He has like a kind of subtle smile on his face. Quintus comes in, and the guy who's offering him the crown, and like kind of grabs him by the shoulder, and you can't hear what they're saying, but he kind of pulls him towards the back. Albacious stops him, says a few words. Quintus nods. Albacious takes one last look towards everything, and they both walk out the back of the box.
Before they leave, can he see me through the, because he's up at the top
over the wall.
upper corner?
Mm-hmm.
Can I wave to him
as he looks back?
Mm-hmm.
He looks at you with no regard.
That's fine. I just thought I would try. Cool. Well, wow.
And that's where we're gonna end it for today.
Just to put it up there. I'm at 1 HP.
Oh my god.